Hello, this is ZDs. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video. Clearing more Uncleared 2019 levels. If you feel like I've been doing this series only lately, it's probably true. I've been very busy. Hopefully I'll get back to other things like Friends with ZDs, maybe some endless runs. This is kind of my passion, though. I don't know. I know that people aren't as into it as I am, but I love these uncleared levels. I love the idea of clearing all the 2019 levels. Let me just say, I don't know where we are because the Beast hasn't made a video about it in several weeks. He's too busy with his girlfriend in Australia, which I don't blame him. That would be nice. Anyway, so last time he said anything, we were about 150,000. So I imagine we've cleared a lot since then. And I feel like they're getting harder. I struggled the last two episodes. This episode and the last episode, I struggled to clear some of these levels. This one especially. I thought I failed on one level this time. We'll see it. We'll see it at the end. I actually had 4 levels. I thought I had 5, but I had 4, and then I said, oh shoot, I better go back and make clear another one, and the 5th one just whooped me, and that's after I got whooped. This first level is the only fairly easy one. It only took me a few lives. I'll also say every level this episode is a puzzle. And I know I got into making puzzle levels myself at a certain point, and I think my friends thought they were okay. The Mario Maker friends thought they were okay, but they certainly are not ever popular. My levels are never popular anyway, but those ones especially, I feel like, I don't know if they got booed a lot. I could check at this point. People have made programs to figure it out, but they don't get beat very often. That's for sure. I'm pretty sure they're one life and then skip. And you know, playing these uncleared puzzles, all 5 of them were basically puzzles. Some were more trolls than puzzles. The first 2 are genuine puzzles. Maybe the last one. I really like the last one. I really was confused for a long time. And anyway, this one is not too bad. The first little section took me a minute to figure out. In fact, this time, or the last time you saw it, I still wasn't entirely sure what I was doing, but after that, I kind of figured it out. You have to hit the hit the on-off block so that a shell hits the 3rd POW, and then bombs come out of the red pipe, and then it lets the Goomba over to deliver the bombs. The second section is a snake block section. I accidentally go on a reset door here, and I don't realize it quickly enough. But yeah, this is not a bad level. I just think there's a little too much waiting around doing nothing, so I wouldn't say I liked it. I didn't give it a boo or a heart. I think I do boo every other level a lot of times out of frustration here. The last 3 are all Japanese and they're all trolly. I could do without that right there, but you know what? He gave me a checkpoint, so I'm not going to complain. If I were an endless, that would make me very angry. That he puts the claw over to the side there, not under the checkpoint. This guy, anyway, the airship aesthetics are really nice in this level. He makes everything look like an actual airship. And then this last section, there's only 2 puzzle sections, and then there's a Bowser fight, basically. There's a checkpoint and then a Bowser fight. A Bowser Jr. fight, rather. And even this section looks really nice. He makes it a very interesting looking area to fight Bowser Jr. in, and it makes him a little harder than he... In fact, I died... Bowser Jr. is generally one of the easiest bosses there is, and I actually died to him like 4 or 5 times before I beat this level. Mostly because of these steep slopes. But yeah, that's basically all there is to this level. I would give it probably a 6. Let's say 6. The aesthetics are nice. I'll give it a 6. It's not super fun to play though. Yeah, no, meh, no like, no heart, no boo. It's fine. Definitely, I didn't see how many lives I started, or how many attempts there were before I started, but I don't think I spent more than 10 lives on that level. You go back and look, it's probably like 30. Now the second level, this was a pain in the butt. And this one I did boo, but I will say I kind of wish I could retract that. My issue with it is that it's a don't leave the ground level. If you remember me saying before, I made a puzzle level that was don't leave the ground. My problem with it is that this is just super long for a clear condition level. Yeah, there's I think it's one screen puzzles is what the title is, and there are 4 of them. None of the first 2 were not that bad. The second or the third and the fourth puzzle are kind of a pain in the butt, and you get through the first 2 fairly simply. The first one probably took me like 5 minutes to figure out. Second one, not even that long, and then the third one you get to, and there's a lot of ways you can mess it up and leave the ground, and then you're dead, and then you're screwed. I mean, I did go ahead and check everything out to see what I was supposed to do, but it's actually just really hard to pull off not leaving the ground. But this first section is fairly simple. You know, I spent so many lives on this. This one was probably 80 minutes to beat. But yeah, this first section is simple enough. I got really good at it. You have to. At first you'll see me. I don't think I'd do it on this life either. You do need those red coins. If the maker wanted to improve this level, you know, you couldn't have that. I guess the clear condition is kind of necessary to the theme of the level. It wouldn't work without the don't leave the ground. I just think putting 4 puzzles in a row, and some of them are very precise, it gets old. I mean, I can definitely see why no one bothered to clear this level. Yeah, it was frustrating. I was getting angry. You know, I'd do something slightly not quick enough and leave the ground or something, and yeah, there's a lot of icicles, pows. He's got a good aesthetic here too. Bombs. He uses a lot of bombs. These fireballs. Yeah, you have to get the bomb over here to blow up this section. You got to hit the on-off switch. And you know, you have to use the items he gives you to throw up at things. So you have to know what you can throw up. You can actually throw the POW into the on-off switch. Might take me a minute to figure this out. It's also true that well, puzzle levels are hard. I know when I used to make them, I used to bring them to streamers on Twitch or Facebook, and they would always hate when I brought in puzzle levels, and I figured out it's because it's not very fun to watch a lot of the time, especially if it's live, because you got to sit there and think about it a lot of the time. It also I feel like it makes you look stupid, so you don't want your viewers to sit there, and they're probably getting bored because it's taking you a long time to think, but you know, you look stupid in front of them, where you know you're playing a Kaizo level. If you mess that up, it's not that embarrassing because it's hard. Okay, we're on to the second room now. He forces you to take damage, so I don't bother, and then I stupidly try to slide under it. But yeah, he forces you to take damage, so in the future I'll just basically damage boost through that thwomp. This is the easiest room. You just have to kind of drop this bomb. I will say that this one is the least well designed of the rooms, because he has a mechanism that if you drop it all the way down, a shell shoots out and hits that POW, kills the bomb. At least he has a reset door though. I do believe that I looked at this guy's account, because this level was well designed, even if I didn't enjoy it. And he only had one other level, and it was also a puzzle level. It was easier, but I did clear it. I don't remember if I recorded. I might have erased that one. Not worth including, really. It was good. It was decent. I still think I booed it, though. Yeah, it had some annoying features that I didn't like. The problem with this room is you get this bomb down in this bottom section here, and the flame hits it, and then you have to have the thwomp activate again, and a lot of times it's not easy for the POW to actually hit it, or for it to actually go the right way to blow up those blocks. He could have made it so that the blocks right. He actually should have, because he doesn't want me to have this POW. I have a Shellman and a POW now too, which helps a little. Third room. This one probably took me more time than any others. You have to be very precise, but once you kind of get it, it's not that bad. You have to react pretty quick though. So you have these icicles that are turning on and off switches above. Right now, to start off, I already screwed it up, but there's a bomb you have to drop and blow it up. I do that first, so it makes the most sense. You probably could go up here first, but I made sure I blew up that bomb first. Yeah, so you have to not activate those icicles, so you fall. So here's how you actually do it. I'll wait for the path to be red, and then I'll just go really quick, and then you get this one to activate, and then you can run across. But yeah, you do need the red coins here, obviously. Okay, on to the fourth room. I'm not gonna show the whole thing all over again, so it's too long. I kind of started to edit it that way, but I'm like, it's like 3 minutes long. Two sections here. One, you have to get the red coin, and then you have to get out of this room towards the key door. You finally have the key. And I've edited a lot out of this. I had looked ahead and practiced this before I went in. You have to drop a POW in a specific way to be able to walk over it to get the red coin, and then you have to use it to get to the right to the key door. Yeah, this also just takes a long time because you have to wait for these icicles to activate. So first you want to get that key. I'm doing it wrong right now, but yeah, I don't want to be here yet. You want to get the key first. Go get that key coin, man. What the hell are you thinking? Yeah, and I'd been in this room and practiced several times too, so I don't know what I hadn't quite figured it out by this point. I don't win on this life. I think I have one more. Yeah, so if you're holding run, at that point you'll actually grab the POW and fall in that pit and lose your clear condition. And that's when I just kind of like, screw you. It's just oh my god, it takes so long to get here. Every time it's like 2 or 3 minutes to get to this room alone. And then you fail like that, it's just painful. Yeah, you just walk. If you just walk, and then you have to run back. I think the conveyor momentum carries you over that hole without losing the clear condition. And the same, when you go in this door, you have to drop this very precisely so it's in the middle, so you can run over. And I did get so excited at least one point that I ran and fell off that donut and lost the clear condition when I should have won. I was screaming at myself. I'm like, you stupid jerk! How did you do that? But that's it. That's one of those levels that I don't think many people would want to clear. It's like at 2:30. It's not like, it doesn't seem too long, but yeah, just that first half, and then you have to do these precise little tricks. It's annoying. Too long is what I comment. I feel guilty. I shouldn't have booted it, but it was frustrating. Yeah, it didn't take me that many lives. Still in super expert though. On to the third level. The last 3 levels are Japanese, so hate to stereotype, but they're kind of garbage. No, I've gotten good Japanese levels in these runs before. This one is pretty trolly crap. Probably the least memorable one. Well, the last level, I would actually probably give it a 6 out of 10. This level, I'd probably give it like a 4. It's not the worst thing I played in this series. But it is trolly. It's not super hard, but it's kind of a pain. Some sound effects spam that's really annoying. It's not very memorable either. This one is I think maybe the only one that had over 100 tries this before I started this episode. I think I had like 101. I think I'm end it like it may be like 116, so it didn't take me that many. Maybe I might be completely making up numbers here. I'm pretty sure it was the only one that had over 100 tries though. It didn't take me that long though. I think the rough video was like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I think there was even a long pause in that. Here I fall for the obvious troll. I don't know why I fell for that. I never did try to jump up to the top part, because that's actually where you end up having to go. I do pull off a fancy trick at the end of this one that I ended up not having to do. I did not check the level editor. I don't show any time where I try that pipe, but I did actually try that pipe. I don't think there's a subworld in this level at all. I actually needed that thwomp to get up there. I screw around here. I could have probably cut this stuff, but I screw around here trying to get up top. Yeah, this one, I mean, I don't remember if it had a puzzle tag, but it does have puzzle elements, but more like a troll puzzle. Yeah, this is garbage. It's not like super hot garbage, but it's garbage. I'm gonna take this pow along right now. I end up tossing it, but you'll see in the very final segment that I do take it with me. Because at the very end I couldn't actually figure out what to do. But I thought, maybe I could pow jump. And that's how I beat it, actually. This part bugs the crap out of me. Oh my god. Yeah, it already booted. I don't remember when I booted. I think I cut that part off, but this sound effect spam just makes me want to slap. But here's over here, there's nothing. It's just garbage. I don't think I tried all these blocks, but I did look in the level editor on this one, but not until after I beat it, because I was kind of... I beat it with a pow drop, but I'm like, I don't think this guy can do that. I mean, it's early on. I guess people who played Mario Maker 1 were familiar with those tricks. But I didn't feel like this guy would have beaten the level like that. It just didn't seem likely. You'll see, I'll ride this guy for a long time now. These cat paws are everywhere, so it's just annoying. It's hard to see where your character is. I'm in this section, and bam. Sniper thwomp. Now, I did cut out a time where I tried to climb. I tried to go over that sniper thwomp. There's nothing up there. What you really have to do is fall down this path. And I actually had thought of that, too. And like I said, I didn't look in the level editor until afterwards because I really wanted to know how I was supposed to beat it. Yeah, I got crushed by some munchers. Now, there's 3 doors, and there's a door above the flag, so the assumption is one of these doors is going to lead to that flag. I only show one, but all 3 doors are... They're not death doors necessarily. They're kind of death doors, because they take you back to the beginning of the level. You actually cannot get back. So yeah, that's how I beat it. How you're actually supposed to beat it is you're supposed to hit that on-off switch, and then there's the munchers fall down, but also clown car falls down, and you have to wait for that because it's slower. And I never saw it, so I never actually saw that until after I looked at the level editor. So whatever, I beat it with a little Kaizo trick, no big deal. So yeah, maybe I took 50 lives on that one, I'm not sure. So the 4th level is a speed run, but it is a troll speed run, which, why? Right? Why? This guy, I actually beat like 3 or 4 of his levels. He had a bunch of Uncleared 2019 levels. An interesting maker, I will say. Not kind of a jerk, though. It's very, very difficult to... He puts a lot of little trolls in here. And one of his levels was pretty much a full-on troll level. Although it wasn't very long, but it was very hard. Like, a troll level... They say that the best troll levels are ones that, you know, you shouldn't have to do any fancy tech. And there was some fancy tech in that level. It was hard to pull off. One level that he did, I actually did end up booing, but I kind of regret it. It was hard, and I got frustrated with it. So that's one that I wish I could take back. But it was actually good. It didn't really have any trolls per se. Oh, I guess it did have a sniper one. But yeah, here's this. I have 2 keys. And he has the setup where it's like you have to climb the vine, but if you have a key, you go in the door. Actually, I find out, at least in this style, if you go all the way against the wall, you kind of hold diagonally up. You don't go in that key door. But he must know that, because I avoided the keys this time, and I got to this final door, and I don't have a key, and I need a key. That's where I have to go. I think I might have even checked the level editor on this one, because I was like, where the heck am I supposed to go then? So yeah, there's a lot of little trolls. Like, you're not supposed to hit those key switches at all, because it turns those blocks, those coins into blocks. Yeah, you actually do need a key. So his other levels had that same setup. I think this was a later one, so I think he must have figured that out. Kind of cute, I guess, in a way. To get to this final room, you have to... I barely beat this. You have to throw these POWs. I'm running out of time here. Luckily, I jumped up. So I just barely cleared that level on this life. That took me a long time, mostly because those first couple of jumps were so hard. I think that's what took me the most time. I mean, I probably died 100 times on those muncher and spike spin jumps. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. The final level, though, is this one was I was almost 100% sure that I was gonna have to edit it in such a way where I was like, okay, I guess if you're watching this, you're gonna have to do it, because I can't do it. And I felt really bad about it, because I have beaten every single level that I've gotten randomly. Maybe a couple of levels that I was checking out from profiles where I had beaten other levels. Like last week there was a puzzle level I couldn't beat, but that wasn't a random one. This was, and I was so upset that I was gonna have to declare defeat, and I actually was playing this for the most part yesterday afternoon, and I had thrown in the towel. I was like, nope, I can't do this. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. And I just happened to turn it on today. I wasn't even gonna record. I just wanted to see if I could figure something out. And I'm like, I'll hit record, and I figured it out. And I'm like in shock that I'm not sure what I was doing wrong. All this other time here at my controller loses power, so I had to plug it in. This one's gonna be a hard one to edit, because it's hard to show everything that's in this level. There's just a lot. This guy went to a lot of trouble making garbage. There's a subworld through that pipe, and there's a lot of stuff in it, and none of it matters. You don't have to go in there even a little bit. But the crux of this level is you go over here, and there are thwomps above that activate the blue blocks. And he even has the bridge covered, so I can't go under it. So I can't figure out how to get to the axe. There's a door that leads to the other side of the axe, but the thwomps activate immediately, and you can't get to the axe. And I tried so many different ways, and I think I was just I think there was one simple way that I never tried, and that's when it ended up working. So here's the subworld. I will show you this stuff. It seems like there's a lot of stuff in there. You can get all over the place in this level. There are tons of doors. There are a couple pipes. Yeah, it's it looks like it might be a real level, but you don't need any of the stuff. There's a door you can get to in the main world right off the bat, pretty much, without much effort, and it leads right to behind the goal. And like I said, you go there, and the thwomps activate, and you're kind of screwed. And you're like, well, how am I supposed to get there? The thwomps die, so you can't get them to come back. And there's no other on-off switches over there, so you're kind of screwed. Yeah, we'll see some of these pipes. This pipe leads back here, which leads to here, which doesn't matter. These doors pretty much all lead to death. I know that's coming. So I come down here. I think this is where I end up booing it right now. Yep. Yeah. It's like, this is just a bunch of garbage. And it is garbage. And like I said, I'm not sure. Here's this door that leads to the end. Right? Let's see if I get in there. I'm looking around. And look, I jump right towards it, and it doesn't do anything. Here's some of the rest of the subworld, just so you know. Just so you see it. I spent this probably took me about 90 minutes, 80 minutes to beat. Maybe even 2 hours, because I played for a long time this morning too. I wasn't gonna spend a long time this morning doing this, but so yeah, that door leads back to this, and you're like, well. That door leads to where the thwomps are, by the way. The thwomps there's a door and a blue block there. So here, there's a bunch of guys here. A bunch of different things that I could use. There are magic Koopas, which turn out to be pretty important. I think I had to have these guys do this to win. But here I just killed both magic Koopas, so well they're not gonna help me anymore. But they happen to have produced a helicopter, propeller hat, which I at this time I don't know if I'd already gotten. I had tried. I've been playing forever, and I had gotten this before. I think. My ideas mostly revolved around having the bone suit, or the dry bowl, ducking down, playing dead, and maybe having the claw pull me into the axe, but it never seemed to work, and every time you wake up, the thwomps activate immediately. So here I'm getting back up here with the dry bowl and the propeller hat. And I'm contemplating, should I go in here? I probably already tried this. I duck down and immediately I raise back up, it's gone. And I'm being destroyed by grinders and sound effects here. I'm sure he thought that was very funny. So the next life is the final one. This is the next day that I'm just kind of trying stuff. I had already admitted defeat, but I'm like, I really want to beat this. Maybe I can figure something out. Yeah, look how much garbage is in this. And he just happened to hit that block, and I have the propeller again. And he hit my dry bowl, and I'm like, oh crap, I needed that, didn't I? And I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna come over here anyway, and I might as well. I've tried pretty much everything else. So I just go in here, and I immediately hit the Z button and pushed to the left, and I got in there before the thwomps activated. I don't know if I needed that propeller hat. That seems really weird. really esoteric for him to require that, but who knows? You know the Japanese, they're crazy when they play this guy. I was so happy about this. I thought for sure this was my losing run. And I'm like, oh, I got it. I got it. I can't believe I got it, but I got it. Not happy about that level, though. It sucked. Probably 3 out of 10. That's terrible. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.